How are you today, boys and girls? Today we are covering significant figures under the topic approximations and estimations. All right. The rules to apply in this topic: to round off, we count from the first non-zero digit. This is very important. For example, in this case, 0.003057 and 30.0157. The first non-zero digit in this case is 3, and again in this case it is 3. All right. Rule number 2: always maintain the place value system. This is very important. Units must be units, tens, and so on. So round off the above numbers to 3SF, both of them. So this is the first non-zero digit. So we have to count the 3 digits: 1, 2, 3, and then we look at the next digit, which is 7, and it is above 5. So in this case, we will add 1 to the previous digit, and it will become 6, and the 7 will turn into 0. So our answer becomes 0.00306, and 7 becomes 0, and it is insignificant in this case. Right. Moving on to the second part, the first non-zero digit is 3, and then we count 3 digits since we are going to round off to 3SF: 1, 2, 3, up to 0 in this case. And we look at the next digit, which is 1, and 1 is below 5, so we do not add anything, and our answer becomes 30.0 to 3SF. 1, 5, and 7 will turn into zeros, and they are insignificant because they are after the comma and nothing is on the right of them. So we will simply leave them. All right, let us move on to the next part. I want you to pause this and try to answer the following on your own. 23,174 round off to 4 significant figures, then to 3SF, and then to 1SF. This will actually enhance your understanding. I will revise with you to check your answers. All right, to 4SF, we count 4 digits: 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we look at the next digit, which is 4 in this case, and we do not add anything, so our number becomes 23,170. And in this case, this 4 turns into 0, and 0 is significant because our comma is on the right of 4. So for us to maintain the place value, we need to write the 0, because maintaining the place value system is very important. 0 stands for units, and 7 for tens, and so on in this way. So rounding off to 3 significant figures, we first identify the first non-zero digit, which is 2, and then count the 3 digits: 1, 2, 3, and we look at 7. And 7 is above 5, so we are going to add 1 on the previous digit. 1, and it will become 2. So our answer becomes 23,200. Again, we put the zeros to maintain the place value system. This is very, very important. Because if you change the zeros, if you leave the zeros, it becomes 232, which is wrong. And then to 1SF, what did you get? All right, to 1SF, the first non-zero digit is 2 as usual, and we simply count 1 digit and look at the next digit, which is 3, and below 5. So our answer becomes 20,000 to 1SF. I think you got it right. All right, another example. Pause this video and also work it out on yourself before we revise together. 0.00236 to 2 significant figures, and then to 1 significant figure. All right, I think you got it right. Let us revise to 2 significant figures. The first significant figure in this case, it is 2, which is the first non-zero digit, right? And then to 2SF, we count 2 digits from that 2, which is 1, 2 in this case, and then we look at 6. 6 is above 5, so we are adding 1 on the previous digit, and our answer becomes 0,0024. And 6 turns into 0, and it is insignificant in this case because it is after a comma. And then to 1 significant figure, What did you get? So in this case, to one significant figure, we first locate the first non-zero digit. In this case, it is 2 again. So 2, we look at the next digit if it is above or equal to 5, and it is 3 and below 5. So we are not going to add anything. Our answer becomes 0.002. Remember, in this case, our comma is at this point, and all these zeros after rounding off, which I'm putting in red, they are both insignificant simply because they are after the comma. So the correct way is simply to leave them because they do not affect the place value system of our answers. If you look here, these are what 10th and 100th and so on and so on, and nothing will change. Adding zeros after this one, they are insignificant, so we will leave them in this case.